to refer to it, then you have you can refer to it. Okay, we're going to go back to the package that we were using last time, the very powerful Quantmod package. And I encourage you to download at least, no? Ito, tingnan natin sa package, si Quantmod. Yung mga packages na ginagamit natin, hindi naman siya masyadong marami. Ang suggestion ko, my suggestion is for you to download the documentation for it. For example, ito, description file. Okay, so it's a quantitative financial modeling framework. All right. Ang creator niya, si Ulrich. Ulrich is a very popular figure sa R kasi marami siyang mga packages na ginawa. Okay, isa dito yung Quantmod na to. Okay, saan ba yung niya, repository? Okay, where is the repository? URL. Okay, may GitHub siya. Asa na siya clan? Okay, sige, ano na lang natin, no? Na-download nyo na ba, guys?
Yes, sir.
Meron na kayo, no? May copy na kayo ng Quantmod na, no? I mean, baka yung file na download nyo. Yung Quantmod package in R. So, my suggestion is, okay, so, yung mga ganyang packages, yung mga which we can download from CRAN, may documentation yan. So, my suggestion is you download this document, 105 pages siya, no? I think I described this to you last time, and there are quite a number, okay? Ito, we're going to discuss this. Maybe not today yet, no? But kasi we're still going through navigating through Quantmod, add moving average, convergence, divergence, etc. These are indicators that can be used in order to in trading strategies. So we're going to make use of them, and other hindi naman karamihan yung not that many functionalities, but they're very important as far as using R in order to develop a trading strategy. What's good about the documentation is that, for example, okay, let's see, for example, add Bollinger Bands. No? Add Bollinger Bands. Description. Familiar ba kayo sa Bollinger Bands? 3 lines kasi yun. You have the simple moving average and the standard, yung two standard deviations usually above and below the simple moving average. Okay, so we're going to make use of this. We're going to, when we develop our trading strategies, we'll use indicators like ito, si Bollinger Bands. Gagamitin natin siya. So I suggest you download this PDF and navigate, medyo basa-basahin nyo, no? Just to familiarize yourself with the functionalities that's being used here. And besides, may mga examples dito eh. So in your R, you can run, no? For example, itong add MACD. Samples, hindi yata magagamit ng sample. It must have been based on a previous code. Okay? But that code yung sa Bollinger Bands, hindi natin mararan kasi wala yung data. Okay, anyway, so as I said, there are examples here that you can use. So if you really want to develop that acumen, that skill, okay, as far as trading strategies in R, then Quantmod is really one of those packages that we really need to master. Okay, so let's go back to our R. Okay, technical trading in R. Actually, when you install or require Quantmod, kasama na si technical trading in R. Okay? Right. Anyway, so, tinan ko na ba to? Check ko nga kung na-run ko na. Session info. Nag-session info tayo. Papakita niya kung ano yung R version at saka kung ano yung mga packages na ginagamit natin. Yan, okay. See. Marami naka-load sa akin na ano na kasi kanina ko pag ginagamit. Right. So, ang ginagamit kong version 4.2.1 ng R, and then ano yung mga packages na naka-require. Yan, si Quandel. Quandel, asan na si Quantmod? Where's Quantmod? Si Quantmod.
Number 26 po.
Oh, buti yun. Oh, kita mo. Thank you. Okay, 26. So, iba tayo, no? Kasi ito yung mga, kanina pa ako nag-run dito, no? So, ito yung mga, ito yung mga, kanina, and then I left. Akala ko hindi ako aabot kasi grabe yung traffic siya. Sobra. I'm coming from Antipolo, and I had to get some supplies kanina sa Makati. I left mga 10:30. I arrived sa Makati mga 1:30 plus na, almost magtutu na. Grabe yung traffic sa sa Ortigas. Nakakapagod yung ano. Then pabalik pa. Ganun din. Okay, so yeah, if you want to know kung ano yung R na naka-install sa inyo, no? And you can use that function session info, tapos it will tell you what packages have you loaded, not installed, yung loaded. Ibig sabihin kanina when I left, I was working on something here. Naglo-load na ako ng mga packages, and these were the packages that I had already loaded. Okay? Sa inyo guys, ano nakita nyo? Nakita nyo si Quantmod, si Quandel? If
Yes
you
po,
run,
sir.
okay. Si technical trading, nakita nyo?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so that's how you 0.24.3 version. All right, so we started learning about R and Quantmod last time. We said that Quantmod is really a very powerful tool. Dati, nagda-download pa ako ng mga historical data ng mga stocks sa US or kahit ibang countries, no? I had to, I recall using Google Finance. But eventually, Google Finance did not make anymore their data available. So, Yahoo na lang ginagamit ko. So sana hindi isarado ni Yahoo, no? Yahoo Finance. But now, we don't have to go to Yahoo Finance kasi pwede nating i-access yung data from Yahoo Finance through Quantmod. And not only Yahoo Finance. I mentioned last time that you can access data from Fred, from Wanda, okay, from Quandel. So these are sources that we can get data from. Okay, so you get symbols. If we use that, it will download the data set, usually from Yahoo Finance, and then the data set it gives us is an XTS object. Note that when you download data from Yahoo Finance, you either choose a CSV file or an XLS file. So it's not an extensible time series. So pag ginamit natin si get symbols function ni Quantmod, pag dinownload natin yung data, it's already an XTS. And an XTS object is preferred, no? When you're dealing with stock prices, when you're dealing with time series, mas powerful ang XTS object, extensible extensible time series object, no? There, it's much more powerful. Okay. Ay, hindi nyo nakuha yung ano, file? Nakuha nyo? Oh, sige. Okay, senior. Thank you, Ella. Okay, so sabi natin, when we download data from using the get symbols function from Quantmod, it's automatically converted into a XS object or a zoo object, no? Pareho lang yun. Nauna yung zoo, tapos parang in-improve nila, naging XS object na. Okay, as I said, by default, get symbol stores data in an XS object. So that's why when you check class niya, it will return class XTS or zoo. Okay, sample to, no? I think we did this last time. We get symbols of Apple. Now, you have to know the ticker symbol. Kailangan dapat natin yung ticker symbol ng stock na ida-download natin. Kasi hindi natin pwedeng isulat yung Apple. Okay, for example, I write here APL Apple stock, no? Mag-e-error yan. Okay, yan o. Wala, failed. Bakit? Kasi hindi na-recognize itong ano, AAPL ng Apple. So it's AAPL. Okay, so let me just get this symbol. Okay, so mag-run na yan. Yan. Ibig sabihin nito, this means that the data has been imported. Sometimes you will see this. Sometimes ginagawa ko to, yan. Especially if a function is new to me, or if I need to remind myself kung saang package galing ang function na yan. Okay, since alam ko naman na get symbols is coming from Quantmod, hindi ko nalinagay. But it's okay to write that, no? Especially pag nagsisimula ka sa R, it's a good idea also to write what package that's coming from and then get symbols, which we know is coming from the Quantmod package. Now, that has an advantage kasi pag ganyan, okay, sometimes kasi may mga functions na they're coming from, let's say, 2 or more packages. Okay? Kunyari, describe function. Maraming packages na gumagamit ng describe na function. So, if you access those packages, tapos gagamit mo yung describe na function, malamang yan, magdi-default siya. Okay, ang ibig sabihin default, kung sino yung default na ginagamit na R for that function. Now, if you don't want that, kunyari ibang package yung gusto mong panggalingan, then magkaka-error ka. Hindi mo makukuha yung gusto mong output. So, it's also important sa simula, siguro it's also good to do this, but later on as you become more familiar with R and RStudio and the packages, maybe perhaps you don't need to write that. Okay, so how do we know the data was already downloaded? Okay, dito nag-print siya, no? AAPL. That's first. Secondly, makikita mo siya dito sa environment natin. Okay, in an environment, we have here AAPL. So this is the ticker symbol of Apple. How will you know what the ticker symbol is sa internet? Pwede mo nang mahanap. Okay, pwede mo nang ma-check ticker symbol for this company. Then if it's traded in the stock exchange, US stock exchange, or if it's recorded by Yahoo, then you'll be able to find it. Okay, so here we can see that Apple, the one that we downloaded from Yahoo, it's an XTS object. You can see here. It's not a data frame object. If you watch the video that I asked you to watch, you learn that you would have already learned that a data frame is also a very important data structure. Kasi sa regression, cross-sectional, pag hindi time series, kailangan natin na yung data natin should be a data frame. Okay, if you watch the video, alam natin na ang data frame, ang characteristic niyan, you have columns that are the names of the variable. Okay, and then each observation is one row. Okay, so that's a data frame. Now, when you're dealing with time series, it's not good to work in a data frame. Okay, it's always best to use an XTS object. Ang XTS object, ang difference niya, ang time is not technically it's not part of the column. It's already indexed. Yung mga data frame, ang index niya, yung number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kung titingnan mo yung yung printout dito sa R, a data frame will have on the left hand side 1, 2, 3, 4 yung index niya. On the other hand, pag XTS object, ang index niya are dates, no? And let's see, tingnan nga natin yung view na natin dito. Class.
Sir, question po.
Yeah, sure.
Yung sa data frame po, kunyari, di ba po may column na date doon
Yeah.
sa dataset? Hindi po siya pwedeng gawing index nung data frame.
Hindi.
Okay.
Yan ang limitation ng data frame. You cannot make that as an index, no? Thank you for that question. Sino yung nagtanong? Kimwell?
Kimwell po. Kasi po di ba po sa Python parang pwedeng iset as index yung isang column?
Oo, pwede. Sa Python pwede. Unless may mga bagong packages na, as far as I know, hindi pa pwede sa R, no? Wala pa akong package na nakita na ginawang index yung data frame. Pero pwede mong gawin, i-convert yung data frame into an XTS object. So pag ginawa mo na siyang XTS object, pwede na siyang automatically, pwede mo kasi i-identify na as XTS object, and then the date will be the index. So yun ang pwedeng gawin.
Okay po, thank you po.
Thank you, Kimwell. Okay. Ano ba nickname mo, Kimwell? Ang haba ng first name.
Kim na lang po. Hindi ko po kasi ma-edit yung
Oo nga, pwede. O kaya kung gusto mo, Kimwell Christopher na lang tapos.
Kim na lang, sir.
Ano humaba? Okay, thank you, Kim. Sige. Thank you. Okay, so very good question. Salamat. So what was I supposed to do? Pumunta na ako dito. So I was about to show you yung view ng hindi pa hindi pa tayo nag-create. Pero ba't may object na ako dito? Hindi, sorry. When we use get symbols, automatically nag-generate ng object si Quantmod ng pangalan ng stock, ito AAPL. So if I click this, kung dito ko siya i-click, so makikita niyo itong arrow na to, it will show you the what this object contains, no? So this object contains yan. And so it's not a mere vector, no? Hindi lang siya vector. So it's ito yung laman niya, ito yung character 1 to 6, yung column names, open, high, low, close. Okay, and then see this, indexed by objects of class. Yung date, yung time zone is the universal time, ano yung C? Coordinate, I forgot. Pero this is dati ito yung GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. So, dito, dumadaan siya sa Greenland, tapos sa London, pababa longitudinal, tapos siya ng time 0, no? And source is Yahoo. Okay, so and then here dito sa kanan may spreadsheet. If I click this, lalabas nga yung data natin ni Apple. Open, high, low, close. Ito yung OHLC natin. Kasama yung volume. Yung volume ginagamit yan sa unbalanced volume sa trading strategy, no? Which we'll discuss in the future. Tapos, ito yung adjusted price. Okay, so you can see here, the index is not merely an ordering of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ang index niya yung date. Now, that's very important kasi, before, several years ago, siguro dekada when I was using data frames for time series, ang hirap ma-manipulate ng data, lalo na kung yung date is a variable, no? Madalas mag-error, no? May mga special na kailangan kang gagawin, specialized sa pag-compute, kasi nga yung date hindi naka-index. Okay? And then pasok si Quantmod, pinadali talaga. Now, it's easier to manipulate or to work with an XTS object, an extensible time series. No? So, syempre, dapat time series yung object natin. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, okay lang ba, class, yung ano ko? Okay lang yung pace natin o mabagal?
Okay lang, sir.
Okay lang, sige. Okay. Now, here is another example, si QQQ. Now, actually, you can, if you want to give this a name and other name, kunwari, I'll just call it stock, no? Kunwari lang, ha? Then, yung shortcut natin, Alt minus, di ba? I think I explained this to you already. This means that I'm creating an object called stock. Okay. Ito, the assignment operator, no? Yung less than and minus. We are assigning to the object stock the value that we will get here. So yung value natin dito is get symbols, and then QQQ it's a ticker symbol of a stock, and then source is Yahoo. Kahit hindi natin ilagay ito, no? By default, si Yahoo ang source ni Quantmod. Okay? But this is very important if it's coming from Fred, for example, or from Wanda. Dati, if it's coming from Google, kailangan din natin ipasok yun. Alright, so let me, if I run this, then you will now have an object called stock. Hanapin ko siya, stock. Yan, si stock, no? Hindi naman niya, yun, no? X ko muna. Hanapin ko na lang manually letter S. Kasi hindi, in-enter ko ba dapat siya? Hindi, ulitin ko lang, ha? Let me see. Stock, ganyan. If I press enter, wala eh. It does not go to that, ano. So, X ko na lang. But it just proves that there is this object stuck here in our environment pane. Okay, so QRS ST. Asan si stock? ST, formal plan. Dapat nasa ano? Where is S? Did I run that already? Rinan ko na, di ba? Ayan, no? Now I'm looking for the object stock. PQRST. Nawala. Ito to. Okay. So, hindi niya create yung object. Bakit ganun? Values. Hindi niya create si QQQ na ano, sa object na stock. Dila. Review ko nga. Okay. So, character lang siya. Character lang siya, but ginagawa ko nito. Okay, sige. We will go back to, I don't know why it's, dapat kasi mag-create ng isang object na stock. Tapos, yung laman ni stock, yung si QQQ, yung mga stock prices ni QQQ. But if I instead view QQQ. Siya yung lumalabas, no? Okay. Anyway, so I'm not sure why that. Ginagamit ko naman siya lagi. Ibibigay ako ng name. But for some strange reason, it does not work here. I was expecting that may object na ang pangalan ng stock. Tapos, ang laman niya, yung mga prices ni QQQ. What happened is that I have stock as an object, pero ano lang siya? It's a vector of, it's a character vector lang siya, QQQ. Mga class, stock. Character siya, no? Character. Okay, anyway. So, I think, pero honestly guys, medyo nagtataka ako bakit hindi kinuha ni stock yung mga prices niya. Okay, anyway, sige, let's continue. So, for this one, you can download several stocks at the same time. So, Google G-O-O-G-L ba? G-O-O-G lang to. Test natin. Google, Microsoft, Tesla. Okay. In order to access or import the stock prices of more than one stock, kailangan i-concatenate natin siya. No? Combine. So, C to. C, which means concatenate or combine si Google, si Microsoft, at saka si Tesla. Okay, and if you run this, warning, Google contains missing values. Okay. Some functions will not work if okay. Kasi, bakit may missing values guys si Google? Bakit? Would you know?
Paulit po sir, ano pong question?
Sabi ko kasi si Google daw may mga missing values.
Yung may L ata, sir.
L, sir.
So tama ako kanina? May L ba yung Google? Nalito ako dun Wait. Wait double check ko lang, sorry Kasi parang G-O-O-G yung ginagamit ko lagi. Ticker symbol. Okay, in fact, ito, sa Nasdaq, G-O-O-G-L. You're correct, no? Tama yung sinulat ko pala kanina. And ang bagong name na niya, Alphabet. No? Alphabet na yung name niya. So you can see here ito, ma-generate natin to sa Quandle very easily. Okay, so let's continue. So you're correct, this should be G-O-O-G-L. Okay, now, I think I mentioned to you last time si Fred, yung Fred database. So again, sorry for this quick review. Fred, no? Yung una yan, Federal Reserve Economic Data. Okay, did I show this to you last time? Pasensya na guys, na-mimix ako minsan sa isang...
Yes po, sir.
So we're familiar with this. And there are tons and tons of data here that we can download. So we can use R. Okay, for example, ito, get symbols, GDP, source, Fred. So let's see. If we run this, so we expect that the GDP object will be created ito. No? Again, XTS object siya. So let's see what this contains. 302 entries. Okay. So nagdi-default siya sa quarterly yung data, no? 1947. So I think ito yung unang-una talaga dun sa Fred database. 1947, okay, January, then April, July. So it's doing a quarterly. Quarterly siya hanggang ano yung latest niya? Yan, April. Wala pa yung July 2022. So medyo latest na, almost latest na. So how easy it is to to download data, to import data from Quantmod. Just use the Quantmod get symbols function. All right. So dito, tingnan natin ha. Dito ang ginawa namin dati, nag-import kami ng FX rates. This is Japan and US. And ano yung definition ng rate? Dali, ha? Sorry, medyo I've used this January pa yata. So get symbols ng okay. Let's run this first. Tingnan natin kung ano laman nito. Ang alam ko to exchange rate ng Japan at saka ng US. So dalawa yung binibigay, no? We have this UN rate, okay? We can search na lang kung ano yung ano nga guys, could you kindly Google it, ano yung what will this give us? Yung 3.4 UN rate din to, no? This is monthly monthly data. And then the other one, this one. Could somebody also please check? Ang alam ko, ano to? Japan-US exchange rate. Looks okay naman. Ngayon, yung ba exchange rate ni US-Japan? 144. Tama ba? Mali yata. Did somebody check?
Tama, sir.
Tama. TXJ. Yeah, tama. That's the Japanese yen to US dollar spot exchange rate. And nasa French siya. And then, ano yung UN rate? From Fred.
Unemployment rate.
Unemployment rate. Okay, sorry. So, dalawin natin, no? This is unemployment rate. Okay. Sorry, nakalimutan ko na, no? So here, I think I should ito pala eh. Ano ba yan? Ayan, no? Unemployment rate. Okay. So this is i-note ko lang para hindi ko makakalimutan in case ayan. That's the Japan yen. Inagay ko lang ha. Nawala naman yung isa. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So we were able to get two, no? Parang kanina yung Google, yung Microsoft, at saka yung Tesla. We were able to get those stock prices. Okay? And there's another site, pero limited lang yung binibigay nito si Wanda, no? So let's open that Wanda. Karamihan dito exchange rates yung ano, yung exchange rates ang binibigay ni Wanda. Bukas. So let's open Wanda. Wanda. Okay, so ito siya, no? Ano yung pinaka-official website nila? Okay, I just open yan, w.wanda.com. Okay, so this is the Wanda. So actually, investment company to, pero ang focus niya is more on FX, FX investing. Okay, so makikita mo dito yung sa website nila yung mga FX rates, no? And we can download FX rates, kaso may limitation yata, up to 3 months lang yata pwede. So let's say we're interested to get the GBP, pound, Canadian dollar exchange rate. We can use also the get symbols pa rin, and then yung source natin is Wanda. Okay. Yan. GBP, Canadian dollar, ito, here. Now we have the hindi kasi pwede maglagay ng name na slash, no? Pero that's the ticker symbol for the British pound, Canadian dollar sa Wanda, no? So hindi natin pwedeng tanggalin yan. Pero pag ni-name na ni R, ito na, wala na yung slash. So take a look, guys, from its daily data from April 2020. Wait. 2022, no? April hanggang most current, no? Hanggang April 7. So that's 10 months, 6 months pala, no? 6 months of data ang ipro-provide ni Wanda. So medyo may limitation, approximately 180, 179 observations, no? If you're doing a research and then you're exploring the for example, this exchange rate between British pounds and Canadian dollars, tapos i-regress mo, mahirapan kasi limited yung ano. You have to get the data elsewhere and not from Wanda. But you can download, albeit medyo limited yung sa Wanda. No? Okay. Okay, so pareho lang naman to, no? You created an object called currency pair, tapos it's GDP to Canadian dollars, and then pag nag-get symbols ka, the name that you use is currency pair, which is GBP Canada, no? Source Wanda. So it's the same thing. Okay, anyway, sige, i-run ko na lang, and then you'll now see ano pa rin, no? Ito pa rin, yung GBP Canada. Same thing lang naman. Same thing yung magiging output niya. Okay, pause muna ako. Guys, are we clear so far? Am I going too fast? Or once in a while, ganito gagawin natin, no? I'll already give the code. Okay? Ano bang preference nyo, class? Nakabigay na yung code o kayo pa magsusulat?
Sir, mas okay po. Para sa akin, mas okay po na ganito. Then, we can modify na lang.
Ikaw Woo!
Sir, question pala.
Ayaw mo lang magsulat eh. Yes, discussion. Sige.
Pag ano po, pag, di ba po may na-load na mga data?
Mm.
Paano po pag, kunyari, ang gusto nyo lang piliin ay isang column lang?
Pwede, oo. Pwede. Sige, sample tayo, no? Alright, so si Apple. Kunyari, sige. Asan si Apple? Ito. So we have this object, Apple, Yan. Diba? So this Apple. Yan. Okay? So let's say you only want the closing price. Closing price ni Apple. So, di ba si Apple, ilang columns siya? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 columns and 3,970 rows. Okay, what you want is only Apple close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the fourth column. So, if I only want Apple close, okay, or pwedeng dalawa or tatlo, kung ano man ang gusto nyo. So, dito. Let's now, we will subset. No? Subset lang natin. Dito ko lang isusulat Okay. Sa console ko na lang isusulat. So let's create an object called, tawagin natin AAPL CL na lang. Whatever name you want, no? Apple close. So I'm going to use this name. Okay. And assign it to, okay, di ba yung object natin is AAPL? AAPL yung object natin, and then ang gusto lang natin dollar. Pag nag-dollar ka, you'll just refer to the yung column si Apple, di ba? Yan, close. Okay? Apple close it. Tingnan natin kung mag-create siya ng AAPLCL, no? Control Enter. Alright. Nagkaroon na ng object dito, no? Na AAPLCL, no? Okay? Tapos, tingnan natin kung ano laman nito. Ayun. Close na lang siya. XTS pa rin siya. Kasi it came from a class. Nating class ni AAPL yan, CL. Oops. CL. So it's still an XTS object. Kahit na subset lang siya.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay. So kung pwede rin pwede kung gusto mo yung fourth at saka kunyari yung fourth at saka fifth, no? Sabihin natin ano ba 'yon, yung AA basta pangalanan ko lang na AAPL. AAPL 4 underscore pangit ang pangalan to pangit ang pangalan, just to denote that this is the fourth and the fifth column. So what we can do is AAPL, no? AAPL object, all right? And then brackets. Bracket kasi ibig sabihin yan yung isa-subset natin. Brackets, ilang rows? Anong mga rows ang isasama natin? Lahat, no? Lahat ng rows. So blanco ilalagay ko dito. No? I'm going to leave it blank because it means that it will include all the rows. I'm not filtering, I'm not subsetting the rows. Unless you want only the first 6 rows. If you want only the first six rows, then 1 to 6 yan. Dito, ang gusto natin yung columns 4 hanggang 5. So 4 to 5 yung columns. Yung column number 4, which is the close, and then yung volume. Okay, so let's run this. Control Enter. Ayan, no? Meron dito, no? Ayan. Okay, if I just look at the head, head AAPL, yan, 4 to 5. No? Okay, tinan mo, no? Yan. Yung close at saka volume ang kasama ni AAPL 4 to 5. Ito yung fourth at saka fifth column. Okay, so it's very easy to get the subset of a data set. Kim, did that answer your question?
Yes po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, good. Right. So Saan na tayo? Let's go here. Okay, ito na-mention ko na, no? Sa WANDA, yung exchange rate na binibigay sa atin, yung data, is going past the past 6 months. No? So assuming na 30 transaction days, 179 lang pala, no? 179. Okay, so all right, let's try to load from 300 days ago. So gusto natin makuha yung 300 days ago. So dapat, anong gagawin natin? Kung 300 days ago, class, i-identify natin from. Okay, so let's do this differently muna, no? Control Alt I. Although nasabi ko na sa inyo to na ang WANDA limited yung binibigay nila na data. So let's say from, gawin natin from 2022, oops, 2022 dash 10 dash 1. Okay, so that's October 1 up to 2022 dash 1 dash 1. Okay, so that's January 1. Tapos ito, October 1. So that's 10 months, 10 times 30. So mga 300 days to. So makukuha ba natin yung currency pair, which is, diba dinefine natin si currency pair na British pound to the Canadian dollars. Let's see if we can get this. October 1. Unless na binasa niya to. Okay, may GBP. Zero with, no? Okay. Nagbigay siya ng result, kaso wala, no? Take a look at this. GBP, CAD, XTS object of zero with. Okay, so dinownload pa rin niya, kaso ang ginawa niya, walang laman, no? Kasi nga this exceeds the 120 days. So itong code na to, it tells us exactly, pareho lang to nung kanina, no? Ito, we're trying to download here 10 months, so mga 300 days yan. So hindi error, naglalabas siya ng GBP pero walang laman. It does not provide 300 days of date worth of data. Ito, system date, kung ano yung date ngayon, okay, minus 180, ibig sabihin it will go back to 180 days, okay, up to the date today. So okay to, kasi 180 days lahat yung So if you run this, okay, ayan na, no? Okay na siya. Bumalik na yung GBP, Canadian dollars, and tapos 180 entries. Okay, it can go as far as bali around around 6 months, no? 6 months. Okay, I hope you got this from yung date ngayon. Ito yung system's date, yung date ngayon according to the clock of our computer, your computer, my computer. Magbabawas ako ng 180 days hanggang yung date ngayon. So that's 180 days, diba? And it did work. Kung ginawa natin tong kanina kasi in-specify natin. But if we made this as 300, okay, ginawa kong 300 dyan. What we did here was to specify the dates. No? Ito 10 months yan eh. 10 months ba? 9 months lang pala, no? 9 times 30, so ano lang to, 9 times, mga 270 days lang pala to. So ito, mas eksaktong 300 days. But if we run this, ayan, tinan nyo, class. WANDA only provides historical data for the past 180 days. Okay? So may constraint si WANDA sa pagbigay ng data. Okay, I of course you can get the you can get more data kung paid subscriber ka. By may payment yung subscription sa WANDA. Okay, this is what I mentioned a while ago, yung system date, it will give us the date to day. Seize that date. Okay, pwede rin natin kunin yung yung Chinese yen to the Philippine peso, no? Okay, so for example, again we come up with a name, currency pair 1, yuan versus peso. So get symbols from WANDA. Let's see this. CN, oops, wala. Currency, hindi ko pa pala naroon po. Sorry. I haven't run currency pair 1. And then saka ako i-run to. Okay, now we have CNY PHP. This is the exchange rate. Again, limited yung 2022 April 12. And then it will only give us 179 entries to hanggang yung the other day, 6th. So depende class sa sa data needs nyo. Kung kung around 180 days ng data for you to work on, depende sa purpose mo, then you can use Quantmod, and in particular use the WANDA database, no? Right. So let's continue. Okay. So let's once again, familiar ba kay SPY? Yung ETF na SPY. Tingnan natin. Sige, para familiar na tayo. Parang si Spider yan. SPY. ETF. So ano siya? What is Spider S&P 500 ETF? Dapat ko sa what is SPY? No? ETF. Ito, no? Okay. If you're not familiar, then at least you're now becoming more familiar to some ETFs, SPY ETF. What the Spider S&P 500 ETF trust is and what it holds. So it's just the same as the Spider SPDR S&P 500. Okay, SPDR Spider S&P 500 ETF trust, also known as a SPY, one of the most popular funds that aims to track S&P 500. Okay, so sa mutual fund siya, na trinatrack niya si S&P 500. Si S&P 500 kasi, it comprises of 500 large cap US stocks. And it's selected by a committee based on market size, liquidity, and industry. Okay? So si SPY or si Spider, trinatrack niya yung galaw ni S&P 500. Okay. So I leave you guys to read more about that, yung kung ano si SPY. So gusto kong pag nag-analyze, mas gusto ko yung mga gantong funds, no? Yung ETF kasi hindi na ako mag-worry kunyari if I'm dealing with let's say Microsoft. Di ba ina-adjustan because of the stock splits, okay, etc. Yung mga changes na ginagawa which we don't need to worry about when we're dealing with ETFs. Okay, so ganun pa rin. Ito, tinan yung class, no? I'm going to assign a name. spy, and then get symbols. Yung ginawa natin kanina, di ba? Spy and then source Yahoo. Let's see what happens. You recall kanina yung ano ba yun? See, what was I loading? I created this object called stock and tried to download QQQ, di ba? Pero ang nangyari, di ba? Wala. Hindi natin na-download. Pero ito, let's see. By the way, anong object tong itong si NYPHP, yung Chinese Yuan, we know that it's an XTS object. No? So anything that you download, or import through get symbols is always an XTS object. Okay, so let's download this. Okay. Si spy mismo, tama nga. No? Si spy mismo, ito, ano lang siya, it's only a character. Kinuha niya yung name ng spy. It did not get the values of spy. Okay. Now I recall. I know I used a name to get the symbols of ano. Pero ang nuance ni Quantmod, if you use a name and assign it to the get symbols function, it will only give you yung name ng asset, no? Let's experiment, no? Kasi kanina meron tayong yung tatlo yung tinin natin, diba? Right. So I'd like to see what happens to this. I'll call this A11 na lang, no? Just to experiment. So I'm calling this A11. Okay, and it's actually a function to download Google, Microsoft, tsaka yung Tesla, no? By the way, ano yung default ni ngayon, yung Quantmod? Ang default niya is may hapon na tayo. Okay. Ay, wala pala. Ano ko lang to. Let me just close this. GDP. Ang default, so it's now, at this moment, pag magda-download ka, it will always start with January, beginning of January 2007. Okay, and end up to the most current date. Next year, magiging 2008 na yan. No? So it will now start with 2008. Kasi every year, nag-ano siya, hindi niya din na-download lahat. No? Hindi niya din na-download lahat. But of course, you can download everything by identifying the from and the to. No? Kailan yung simula. If you know when the stock is listed in Yahoo Finance, okay, you can search that sa Yahoo Finance mismo. Kunyari hindi mo alam. I-search mo kung anong date nagsimula i-list ni Yahoo Finance yan. So, kunin mo yung date na yon, tapos you can put here in your code from. Kahit hindi na yung to, kasi yung to, ilalagay niya yung ngayon eh. Okay, so if I run A11, where you're trying to download multiple assets, okay, let's run this. Okay, so asan si A11? So A11, wala si A11. Okay, let me print A11. Print ko nga siya. A11. Okay, yung names lang din ng tatlo, no? Si Google, si Microsoft, at saka si Tesla. So, class, anong class ng object si A11? Okay, it's a character lang talaga. No? It's a character vector. So, when you use the get symbols, okay, actually you don't need to give it a name kasi automatic yan. Pag if you use get symbols and you upload the file, download the file to your R, automatically mag-create na siya ng object. Okay, in this case, kunyari si Google. Mag-create na siya ng object, si Google. Wait na. Dali. Bakit si Google ko dito? G. Pero, andun naman siya. May NA dito. Bakit may NA dito? Tapos si Google naman yung may L. No, note, what I did was to open si GOOG. Kasi kanina, alam ko kasi GOOG yun. Yun ang ginagamit ko eh. Hindi ko ginagamit yung GOOL. No? GOOGL. Pero ito naman GOOGL. Let's see. Ilang nga pala? 3970. Ito naman. 3970. Okay, July 3 din nagsimula. And then, oh, kompleto, no? Interesting. 99.85. All right. Now I know. It's not the same. It's not the same stock. $11.6065 isa. Pareho eh. 11.6666. 11. Uy.
Yung, sir, yung difference nila is voting.
Sorry.
The difference is voting rights.
Voting rights. Bakit? Isa preferred ba? Si GOOG?
I don't think it's preferred. Pero, well, sabi din sa Google.
Ganun sabi?
Doon sa nabasa ko, yung walang L, yun yung walang voting rights. Tapos yung
Okay. So dalawang different types of stocks ang issued, no? Okay. Thank you for that, no? Kasi pag walang voting rights, parang preferred siya. Diba? Is that the case? Preferred kaya to?
most likely.
Baka preferred to, no? Pag nagda-download ako lagi, ang ginagamit ko si GOOG. Pero I'm just curious why yung sa second to the last date niya, bakit NA? Ano ba yung 6? 6? Bakit kaya nag-NA? Okay, anyway. Magandang i-aralin yan, i-explore kung ano talaga yung difference ng dalawa at saka bakit walang price yung sa. Okay, ito may sinabi si Leonard. Tingnan natin Leonard yung shinare mo ha. Alphabets, Google versus okay. Kasi 'di ba binago na si Google eh. Google are stock for Alphabet, formerly known as Google. Main difference sila, si Google stock.
Sir, may summary sa baba. Yung GOOG, held by mostly by employees.
Saan?
Wala voting right. Down pa, sir.
Ito?
Yeah, baba pa, sir, baba. Nasa baba. More. Yan.
Summary of the class structures. Class A, regular investors. Okay, ito. So class C pala siya. So hindi siya preferred. Okay, hindi siya preferred. It's just that this type of stock is offered, pero typically held by employees and some class A. So meron pinapayagan na class A na humawak din ng GOOG. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Leonard, for pointing that out. Ngayon na, alam niyo na ba dati yan? Class?
Ngayon ko lang din po nabasa, sir.
Okay, ako rin. Ako, ngayon din. Leonard, ikaw, alam mo na dati yan?
Oh, no, sir. Ngayon ko lang din nakita na dalawa pala yung
Actually,
sticker.
nagulat ako. Initially, I thought that GOOG and GOOGL, kasi, di ba nung inuna natin, nung inano ko si GOOG, kaya pala niya sinabi na baka may mga missing data. Okay. Na-recall nyo? Nakalagay dun sa comment when we downloaded GOOG. Sabi niya baka may missing data. And true enough, nung October 6, may missing data, no? Tapos siguro meron pang ibang dates na may missing data, no? And nag-warn si R kasi when you're doing let's say when you're doing operations in time series, kunyari i-model natin yung time series yan, gagamit tayong ARIMA or ano. Pag may missing data, mag-e-error eh. Kaya nag-warn siya. Sabi niya, yung Google, yung GOOG na stack, may mga missing data yan. Okay, now it would be good to to research or try to find out bakit kaya may mga not applicable yung yung prices ni Okay, but that we'll just leave that to on our own to try to discover. Okay, and for me, I'm surprised, no? Ngayon ko lang nalaman yan. All along, I've been using the GOOG. Okay, GOOG yung ginagamit ko. Madalang, never yata, hindi ko nagamit ever before, no? Sa tagal-tagal kong ginagamit yung R at saka yung Quantmod pag nag-download. Never once, kasi nung unang chinek ko, yung ticker symbol, ang nakita ko, kagad yung GOOG. So, ever since, hindi ko na I have never used GOOGL. Okay? Now I know. Now we know. That's good. Okay, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. All right, so let's go back to what we were doing. Dito na tayo, no? Okay, so ito. Ito yung gusto kong i-point out sa inyo kanina. Now, let's again download SPY. But this time, we're going to give it a name, no? SPY. Kanina, when we were doing this, what happened was, yung SPY na object na to just became a character. It just became the name of the ticker symbol that we were downloading using get symbols. Okay? So, ulitin natin to, SPY, get symbols, the object SPY, and then source is Yahoo again. And then here, we're fixing auto.assign signals. What happens here? If we run this, okay, what happened? Tingnan nyo si SPY, oh. Si SPY, hindi na character. SPY now is an object. And what does SPY contain? The object SPY contains now yung 6 column dun sa ginet symbols natin. Okay, pero may SPY pa rin ba yung capital S? Is it still here? Wala. And then, kasi, kuha tayo ng ibang stocks. Let's see. Okay. Control C, Control V. Let's, ano stocks ang gusto nyo? Class. Si FB, no? Let's use a name FB and then FB. Okay. So dito, because I included this auto.assign is equal to false, what will happen? If I run this, bakit failed? Unable to import FB. Okay. Tama ba yung ticker symbol ko? Okay, sige, wag na lang si Huwag na lang si FB, baka mali yata yung ticker symbol ko. Pero alam ko FB yan eh. No? Okay, ano na lang, INTC, Intel na lang. Ito sigurado ako dito. Si Intel.
Yung Meta yung
Sorry? Si
Meta na yung ticker ni Facebook.
Opo, nagpalit po sila ng
oo
Meta.
nga pala. Oh, ano na, no?
Meta.
Meta na, pati yun din ticker symbol niya.
Yeah.
Sige, subukan natin ha. Gawin ko tong Meta. Meta. Okay, and then here, Meta. If I run this, yan, nag-run na. Thank you. Alright, so meron tayong object na Meta, no? Small m. Pero may big M ba tayo na Meta? Sa environment nyo, wala. Even if I view Meta, yung big Meta. View. Big Meta, no? Okay, wala siya. Hindi siya lumalabas dito. So it did not create this object Meta. Rather, it just created this. Paano nangyari ito? Anong difference? The difference is here. Auto.assign is equal to false. Kasi when we use the get symbols kanina, ang default niya, auto.assign is equal to true. Ibig sabihin niya, automatically, R will assign the name Meta, which is the ticker symbol, to this object. Okay? Kaso dito, nag-auto.assign is equal to false ako. Ibig sabihin, I prevented R from using capital Meta from being the name of the object. Ang lumabas, yung inassign natin. Okay? So if you want, for example, you're downloading prices or stock prices from using Quantmod. If you want to give it a different name, okay, then mag-auto.assign kayo. Auto.assign is equal to false so that whatever name you assign to it, yun ang ibibigay niyang pangalan. Okay, is that clear, class? Okay, that's just assigning names, no, to your data. Clear ba yun so far? Hello?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Reality check, guys. Feedback lang. Okay lang ba yung pace ko? Mabilis? Or
Okay lang po, sir.
okay, good. May natutunan naman tayo?
Yes po.
Wala yata eh. Parang hindi kayo masaya. No?
Sir, meron po.
Thank you.
Sir, nakakalito lang kasi nagte-training kami ngayon ng Python. Ngayon,
Naku. Saan ka nagka-training?
sa BSP po.
Sa BSP.
May in-offer na training. Eh, sabi namin, may subject kami na
R
kailangan
naman.
na Python, na Python at saka R. So, tinake namin.
Oo.
Medyo pagkaiba yung syntax.
Magkaiba talaga. Mas no, nagnanampay na kayo? Ano yung mga packages, pandas, nampay, gumagamit?
NumPy and Pandas pa lang po yung
Wow, grabe. So dapat sisiw na sa inyo to.
hindi nga po namin sinasagutan yung case eh.
Pero ano mas madali ang ako mas nadadalian ako sa Python na syntax.
Mas madali po yung syntax ng Python, pero parang mas okay yung processing ng R.
Ako rin, ganun din ang ano ko. Parang mas logical sa akin yung ano. At saka siguro may bias ako kasi una ko natutunan si R. Tapos medyo matagal ko na siya ginagamit. Tapos mas maraming packages kasi kay R. Ang dami-daming packages na talagang gamit sa stat, machine learning. Although si Python medyo nag-ano rin kasi ganyan talaga kapag freeware, talaga ang daming ano.
Feeling ko po mas okay lang po si Python kapag may gusto kayong i-automate.
Yeah.
Automate.
Yeah, correct. Pwede rin. Although si R, pwede ka nang mag-automate din kay R. Pero mas ano nga lang. Parang yung function, ito so far kasi ang ginagamit natin, yung mga dekahon na functions. No? Mga dekahon na yan. Kunyari, si Ulrich, dinevelop na niya yan, yung Quantmod. Si Ulrich pa nag-develop. Tama. Si Ulrich, di ba? Okay. Anyway, so, pag i-check mo yung internet, debate yan eh. Sino mas others would, si mga statisticians, may bias sila for R. Yung mga computer scientists, medyo ang bias sila kay Python. Kasi sa mga statisticians, wala sa kanilang problema yung kasi talagang maraming mga packages ang dinevelop talaga for R, no, ng mga statisticians. Hindi ko lang alam kung, in fact, may mga ilang na ako na advice sa thesis na sila data envelopmental analysis. It's a methodology that measures relative efficiency. So kunyari mga iba't ibang bangko, ganyan usually yung ginagawang thesis sa mga ina-advise. Merong 10 banks kunyari or 20 banks. Tapos i-compare nila yung efficiencies nila based on inputs and outputs. So yung mga inputs siguro yung mga savings, tapos yung mga outputs, ano ba yung mga outputs? Basta marami mga metrics ng outputs. Tapos i-compare namin yung mga banks na kunyari 20 siya using data envelopmental analysis. Medyo may pagka-sophisticated din yung model niya. And wala pa akong nakita sa Python. Baka hindi ko pala nakita, no? Kasi nag-search ako dati, siguro kulang lang yung pag-search ko. Pero sa R, ang dami ng packages na gumagamit ng DA. Pati sa panel data, ang dami na rin packages na made from R. Kaya nga for me medyo may bias ako for R. Okay, anyway, so sige. Si J&J i-download natin. Okay. And here, meron tayo ditong E and V, no? Ano yung E and V? So let's check, no? E and V. So environment yan. Okay. Doon na lang sa get symbols, no? Mas makikita natin din yan. Nasa Quantmod siya. Alright. And then dito natin makikita, no? Yung auto.assign. Okay. Yung E and V is, yan. Explain ba dito? Okay, ito, E and V is where to create objects. Setting E and V is equal to null is equal to auto.assign is equal to false. Yan. Okay? So yung E and V is equal to null is equivalent to auto.assign is equal to false. Okay, so this is another way for you to, if you want to create your own name for your object, tulad nito. Here I'm just using small letters, J and J, and then get symbol source is equal to Yahoo. Diba sabi natin, if we just run this, what will happen is that automatically R will create an object called capital J and J. So mag-automatic siya. Okay, so that's the same as auto.assign is equal to true. Ngayon, pag naglagay tayo ng auto.assign is equal to false, we're telling R, do not use this, but rather use the small letter J. So, ano naman mangyayari kung ginamit natin E and V yung environment is equal to null? If you run this, see, tingnan natin kung ano yung object. Ayan, no? Small J and J. No? Walang big J and J. Alright? So, either you use auto.assign is equal to false or environment is equal to null. Alright. Okay, ito, now, suspend muna natin yung natin kay Quandel kasi kailangan, so ang assignment nyo, class, mag-register kayo kay Quandel. Tapos, bibigyan kayo ng 8 ng parang parang, yung API kasi yan, magbibigay siya ng parang code nyo or parang password. but we will not do that now kasi it will take some time. So, paki-register kayo sa, gamitin yung DLSU account na, pwede naman yun, no? You register sa Quandel, okay, hanapin nyo lang Quandel, no? And then, mag-register muna kayo. Tapos next time, we will run this, kasi pwede din tayong kumuha ng mga object kay Quandel. Okay, isa na siya. Alright, at nagawa natin ito, di ba? Okay, ito naman, okay, wait. Ito, nag-create muna tayong name, di ba? Itong get symbols, from ano pa rin to, ano? From Quantmod. From Quantmod siya, tapos ito, auto.assign is equal to false, right? So, ang mangyayari dito, hindi niya, it will not create this object, but rather this object. Okay, pero unemployment rate pa rin to. Okay, so let's try this, let's run this. Kaso may, ano na, no? Meron na tayong UN, may capital na UN rate na tayo. Okay, rinan na natin to kanina, so meron nito, ano? Hindi natin ma-check. So ang gawin natin dito, on this side, RM ko lang, no? Remove natin si unrate. Okay, remove lang yan, RM. So may unrate tayo ngayon dito, unemployment rate. Pag in-RM ko siya, nawala na siya. So i-remove yung object na yun. Wala na si unrate, unemployment rate. And now here, alright, so dito, nag-create ako ng isang object, unrate, tapos get symbols from Fred, auto.assign is equal to false, which means that it will create an object called unrate, small letters, hindi yung capital letters. No? Okay, let me run this. Alright, and then magkakaano na dito. No? Ayan, may small unrate na. Tapos wala yung capital. Alright. Dito, no? Okay, so ito ang code niya, Quandel, ano? Pero let's not run this in the meantime. Kasi gusto kong kumuha muna kayo ng API kuha kayo dun sa API ng Quandel, and then kuha kayo ng parang ID nyo, and then we'll go back to this next meeting. I'm sorry, nakalimutan ko sabihin sa inyo beforehand. Alright, so I think naulit lang to, no? Okay, so ito I'm saying that Quandel provides access to a large amount of data then. Okay, and their website has documentation for it all. So yun yung mga magagandang sites, no? Of course si Yahoo Finance, si Fred, at saka si Quandel. Now, ang gagamitin natin na function kay Quandel is Quandel. Alright? Kay Quandel siya. Iba siya kay get symbols. Ang pinaka-difference niya, okay, which I feel is an advantage of the Quantmod. Kasi si Quandel, ang ibibigay sa atin is a data frame. So sinasabi natin dito na the Quandel function can import the data into several different classes of objects. Although pwede ng ang default data frame, pero pwede mo siyang convert into an XCS object. So sabi nga dito, pwede siyang, ang default, pag dinownload mo siya, data frame siya. But dun sa coding, pwede mong bigyan ng instructions kay Quandel na i-import niya as an XTS or a TS time series object. Or at iba naman to, no? Time series object. This is from the time series package. Right? Coming from another package, our metrics suite. Okay, so ang dami mga packages na on time series to, no? All right. So, ang difference nila, as I mentioned a while ago, is that the get symbols will return an XTS object by default. Si Quandel naman, by default, data frame siya. And we said that when we're dealing with time series, okay, it's not a pleasant experience to be dealing with a data frame. Kasi pag data frame, yung date, di ba, it's a variable. It's a variable. Okay, so balikan natin to guys next time, no? Yung quantel na yan, function. Okay, then I have here some resources about XTS objects. Very important yung XTS object, especially when you're dealing with pag computations, pag manipulations ng time series, guys. Nako, problema yan pag pag data frame yung object nyo. That's why before, bago man ako magmamanipulate ng or gagamit ng time series data, I made sure that it's an extensible time series. No? I dare not use a data frame kasi it's prone really to errors, no? Ito quantal na naman. Okay, take a look at this, no? Ito, X is 2022, 0101, and 12 noon or midnight. No? Now let's see what type of run natin to. So if you take a look at X yan, no? So ang question, anong klaseng object si si X? Let's see, class X. So character lang siya, no? Character lang yan. Okay? Kita niyo yung coach, no? Ito, tingnan niyo, coach siya. Ibig sabihin, it's just a character. Numbers and lang yan, numbers and dash and numbers and spaces and dash. Now, in order to convert it as a time series, we can make use this. This is also an object, no? POSIX CT. Okay, ito, ang POSIX CT, it allows time. Ina-accommodate na si time. Alright, so let's, I'm now replacing X pa rin, pero kino-convert ko si X, which is character, as POSIX CT object. And then, if I take class ni X, so ano na siya? POSIX CT na siya. Ibig sabihin, time series na yan. Okay, itong systems time zone, okay, ibig sabihin kung ano yung time zone ng computer ko, no? Sa inyo, ano lumalabas, class? Yung systems time zone. Bakit Kuala Lumpur? Di ba -1 ang Kuala Lumpur? 1 hour delayed sila, di ba?
Asia Taipei po sa akin. Sa akin.
Taipei, o tama yan. Bakit? Pero pwede naman baguhin to. Dali. Kasi ang alam ko, okay, let me check. No? GMT for KL. +8 din. Wala. Na-confuse ako . Ano yung -1? Kasi sa Indonesia marami, no? Kasi maraming time zones sa Indonesia. Oh, ito, time. Bakit GMT 7 dito? Ibig sabihin, 2 time zones ang Malaysia? Parang imposible. Kasi hiwalay sila, no? Oo. Yeah, I think, so merong GMT +8 si Malaysia. Okay, check ko nga. How many time zones in Malaysia? Kasi hiwalay yung 2 main islands niya. How many time zones are? Sorry guys chine-check ko lang . In Malaysia, ayun no, 2 different time zones nga. Ayun. Kaya ako nalito . Kasi before, pag nagta-travel ako sa Malaysia, laging 1 hour sila delayed. Yung pala, yung west side kasi, yung West Malaysia, pareho ng Philippine time. Okay, now that's clear to me. Asia, yung sa iba sa inyo yata, Taipei, no? Taipei. May Singapore ba dyan nakalagay? So, lahat kayo Asia type eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, dito, Kuala Lumpur na plus 8 to, no? Kasi ang time, ano ko, alam ko, ang time zone ko, syempre Manila, no? So, akala ko nag-error siya. So, hindi pala. Okay. Alright, sige. Now, some notes here about PO6CT, no? It stores date and time in seconds with the number of seconds beginning at 1 January 1970. Negative number, parang Excel siya. Sa Excel, ang time 0, January 1, 1970. Negative numbers are used to store dates prior to 1970. Thus, the PO6CT format stores each date and time as a single value in units of seconds. Okay? So, kunyari, huwag na natin, ano muna yung ano, no? Okay. Alright, so, ito, this is a good reference lang sa, ano, sa time zones. So, ito also names. Okay, so ito yung mga iba't ibang time zones, just for your reference. No? Ayan. So how many different time zones are there? There are 100 plus, 200 plus pala. Ay, no, wait. Hindi, ito lang yung may mga iba-ibang ano. So there are more than 500 different time zones. Okay. Hindi lang nakalagay dito kung ano yung GMT reference niya. Okay, anyway, let's just be lang, parang good to know lang itong mga to. This is more for kunyari global na mga operations na you need to know. For example, anong time na ngayon sa ano, tapos let's say you're collaborating on a project that you're using R also, kasi R may capacity na ngayon na ano eh, especially sa R Studio na you can collaborate on even making use of GitHub, no? Collaborate on particular projects. All right, so let's see. Plotting naman tayo, no? Yung importante especially sa atin, no? When we're going to do trading strategies already in the next few meetings, kailangan natin yung plot. Very important sa atin yung plot. Kasi we're tracking the movement of the stocks and then we're going to develop strategies based on certain indicators. Kunyari, magde-develop tayo ng Bollinger Bands, no? So titingnan natin kailan ba dapat, anong policy ang pwedeng sasabihin natin, buy or hold muna or sell, etc. Yun ang magiging mga trading strategies natin. So here, we're going to create this object, AAPL1, and take note of this one. Ready siya. Auto.assign is equal to false. From January 1, 2015 up to December 31, 2021. Okay, so I'm calling it Apple 1. Or I can just call it Apple na lang. Apple. I'll call it Apple. All right, get symbols. All right. So, clear naman yung code, no? Di ba, class? Ito yung object natin, ticker symbol. Source is Yahoo. And then we specify the date from, okay, year, month, day, quotes, auto.assign is equal to false. We expect an object called AAPL. Kanina may AAPL tayo, no? And what happened was the former object named AAPL was overwritten. Ibig sabihin, wala na yung kaninang AAPL. Ito na yung nag-exist na AAPL. Let's see kung ano yung laman nito. So again, the 6 columns, the index, and it starts with January 2. Ibig sabihin, walang trading ng January 1 hanggang until December 30, which means walang trading ng December 31. So 1,762 observations. Okay. Sarado ko na nga muna to kasi masyadong marami. Okay. Okay, so quickly, guys, Apple na to, wala din sa Apple 1. So what type of object is Apple? That's very easily answered. Okay, we can type class AAPL. We know that this is an XCS or zoo object, or pwedeng type type of. Yan, type of. Pareho lang yan. AAPL. Sorry. So yung type of mas lower siya na ano, yung class is more parang macro siya. Si type of is more micro. Ang double dito yung mga data, yung mga prices mismo. But overall, it's an XTS object. Okay, so display the first rows and the last 6 rows. First and last, well, ito yan, no? Tanggalin lang natin yung 1. So this is Apple. First, I think I have discussed this with you that if you want to see the first, ang default niya, if you don't put any number there, it's 6. If you want 10, lagay mo 10. Otherwise, if you don't write anything there, that will be 6. So that will be the first 6, and without putting anything, the last 6. Okay, so if I run both, so ito yung first 6 niya. So ang first 6 niya, January 2 hanggang January 9, 2015. Ang last 6 niya, December 22 hanggang December 30. Last 6. And then you have the different columns: open, high, low, close, volume, and adjusted. Okay. Now plotting. Ito importante sa atin. So there are different ways to plot si si Apple. Okay. May AAPL naman tayo. Wait. Si AAPL kasi natin, si AAPL, yung kanina, no, it's from January 3, 2007 until hanggang saan to? October 7 hanggang most current. Okay, let's just use the big A, the Apple AAPL. Take note guys, magkaiba si AAPL, ano? Si AAPL from 2015 lang to hanggang 2021. So let's plot. The basic plot function is this one. Plot AAPL. Plot AAPL. Okay, the plot function is from the base base R. There are other better charting packages as compared to the base R. Ito ang pangat ng base R. So let's just plot the adjusted. Ito, no, guys. Plot AAPL, and then notice the $sign here means from the AAPL object, I just want this particular column. Oops. I just want AAPL.adjusted, and we're going to plot it there. So this is the Apple adjusted. Okay. Now we can also make use of the chart series, which is much better than the basic plot function. Itong chart series na to galing sa kay Quantmod to. So if I run this, okay, so mas kompleto siya. These are candlesticks. Hindi lang nga siya masyadong apparent kasi masyadong malaki yung ano natin, yung range ng data, time series natin. But it includes, so dito sa plot na to, actually you can see the open, high, low, and the close. And then this is the volume. This is supposed to be the volume. So ito siya. Now, pwede natin gawin na, okay, so wag na natin baguhin yung pangalan na. Ito na lang para hindi na ako magbabara. So dito ulit, I'm going to create an download Tesla, specific date, ano to? Ano lang siya, November 30, 2021 to December 31. So 1 month lang, no? Para makita natin yung plot. Okay, so let's run this. Okay. I-run natin lahat. Yung structure niya, kita natin the structure is XCS object. Right? And then the view is, ano lang siya, 22 entries. November 30 hanggang December 30, 2021. Now we did that so that when we plot it, mas konti data points, mas makikita natin. So using the Quantmod code for plotting the chart. So you have chart series. Okay, para medyo gusto nyo lalagyan nyo ng ganyan, no? Para maaalala nyo muna that this is, although kanina, I should have done this, linagay ko naman pala, quant mode. Alright, so using the quant mode chart series function, okay, since 1 month lang to, mas makikita natin yung candlestick. Okay, so this is the candlestick. You know how to interpret this. I'll not interpret it anymore. Suffice it to say, yung mga green, yan yung mga nagka-gain. No? Ibig sabihin, yung close niya mas mataas kaysa kay opening. Yung mga orange, supposed to be, nag-lose siya. Mas mababa yung closing compared to the opening. And then these are the volumes. All right. So we deliberately just downloaded or actually pwede rin yan sa ano, no? Pwede rin natin gawin to sa yung isa subset natin. Pero dapat alam lang natin kung anong row number yung November 30 hanggang December 31. Okay. Yung buo. Kung sa buo natin titingnan, ano? Alright. Any questions so far, class?
Wala pa naman po, sir.
Good, good. So nakikita niyo na ba yung power ni ni Quantmod? Impress kayo, hindi pa? Hard to impress pa naman daw kayo, sabi ng teacher niyo dati. Walang reaction.
Sir, na-impress pa kami. Ngayon ko lang kasi nakita yan.
Sabi sa akin ng teacher niyo dati na ako, yung tatlong yan, hard to impress yan. Hello?
Hello, sir. Sinong prof?
Sinong teacher, sir?
Ang tagal magtanong, hindi interesado kung sino. Joke lang. Loko ko lang kayo. Pwedeng tumawag, class, ha? Pwedeng tumawa para natural yung natin. Nakamute kasi kayo eh. Pwede kayong mag-unmute, tapos pwede kayong tumawa. Leonard, pwede ha?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Unless na talagang nako-corner ka talaga sa pinagsasabi ko dito.
Sir, question lang, sir.
Yes.
Does Lasal have a Bloomberg terminal or
Alam mo, nung estudyante pa, kasi MCF din ako eh, pero several decades ko na. Kailan ba yun? Tagal na eh. Early 2000. May Bloomberg terminal noon. Gamit na gamit ko nga yun eh.
kasi I was checking lang, may package din pala for Bloomberg, tas may API din sila for our.
Imagine I would not be surprised kasi meron nga kay Quandel eh. How much more kay Bloomberg? But maybe we can sige, gawin nyo nga assignment, tingnan nyo, i-research nyo nga yan kung kahit walang terminal ng Bloomberg. Kasi ganoon naman, si Quandel, no? Magpa-register ka, yung API, tapos you can access, hindi ko pa nasubukan yung kay Bloomberg eh. Nasubukan, di pa, Leonard, hindi pa. Tama.
Not yet, sir. Pero I tried downloading lang yung package niya like today.
Oo.
Pero ano siya, kailangan mo ng license. So, or nung subscription.
Oo, kailangan ng subscription
Connect
talaga.
sa API. Wait, I'll send you yung
Yung link o yung package,
yung
i-chat mo para makuha din nila
I
nila
sent.
Kim. Okay, ito. Copyin ko lang to Tapos, lalagay ko muna dito sa ilalim. Okay, to explore. Explore nyo rin Kim at saka Ella. Para sabay-sabay natin. Hindi ko pa nasubukan tong tapos si Quandel mag-register din kayo para next week daanan lang natin siya kahit saglit. Okay, kasi pinaka-introduction pa lang to ng ng Quandel. Let's see ng Quandel. All right. So now there are pretty and powerful functions kay Quantmod, no? Yung iba dito, hindi ko na i-discuss I'll leave you guys to kasi masyadong self-explanatory, no? We will look like elementary kids or college kids, no, na we will go through it one by one, isa-isa. I'm at the onset inaano ko lang kasi nagpapamiliarize na tayo sa R at saka kay Quantmod. Pero yung the rest dito, no, sasabihin ko lang kung anong ginagawa niyan, then it's really up to you to I'm sure you can easily handle that. So ito, example, kasi may ibang graphing capabilities si Quantmod. Bar chart ni Google. Dinownload na natin si Google, di ba? GOOG to, no? Okay, let's see what will happen kasi may missing value dun kay Google. Alright, okay lang naman siya. Kasi minsan, pag nagpa-plot ka, tapos may missing value, error niya, hindi niya tatanggapin. So you will have to do something. Kunyari, no? How do you ensure that when you do statistical analysis, tapos may mga missing data yung data, hindi siya mag-error? Okay, example let me show you example. I'll click Google, di ba? Si GOOG. Di ba si Google may missing value ito. Ayan, isa pa lang nakita ko Pero we can actually count ito. Huwag na natin gawin. I-min ko lang. Oops. Kunin natin yung min. Average ni Google and then $sign. Yan. Open. So we're asking R to get the mean, the average of sa Google object, yung Google open. Okay. Control Enter or NA. Bakit? Guys, bakit? Bakit ina-error niya? Bakit ayaw niya magbigay ng Unlike yung kanina, min. Tingnan natin min. Yung si isa, yung for class A. Kasi wala ako na-observe na missing value kay Google, yung may L, no? O yan, ba't niya kinuha? No? Itong min, hindi niya kinuha yung kay GOOG. Kasi may missing data. So that's what I was saying a while ago. No? Kung may mga missing data, some functions will be not acceptable. No? Hindi niya tatanggapin. Kaya kung ganyan, okay, kung hindi naman, okay, so asan yung dinownload natin si GOOG? Wala. First GOOG. Anong row siya? Sulat na lang natin. Okay. Ako Yan. Get symbols. Ano kukunin natin? Si Goog, no? Goog. And then, actually, kahit hindi mo na isulat si source, yan. Okay, and then, what I can do is, all right, I can include this NA.omit. Yung NA, i-omit ko is equal to 2. Kanina we didn't write this, ang default niya, false. Hindi siya R will not just delete or remove missing values. Okay, hindi automatically gagawin ni R yan. Tayo ang bahala. Tayo ang magsasabi kung tatanggalin natin. Kasi sa econometrics, sa regression, hindi lang tayo basta-basta nagre-remove ng data, if you recall, guys, from your other econometrics subjects. No? We do not just remove data. You'll have to see what was the reason why these are missing values. And then, last resort na yung tatanggalin. Kasi there's a process called imputation. Ibig sabihin nun, pwede mong palitan kunyari, yung missing value na yun sa isang variable lang kunyari. Let's suppose that there are several variables and the other variables are complete. Yung isa lang ang hindi. Tapos parang sayang kung tatanggalin mo yun. Yung observation na yun. So what we can do is, we can impute. Ang ibig sabihin ng impute, papalitan mo ng value yung missing value na yun. And what are the common ways to do that? Kukunin mo yung median ng variable na yun. Tapos papalitan mo ng median yung variable na yun. Okay? And others. No? So dito, we can use NA.omit. Okay, nag-warning siya. Consider using NA.omit or NA.fill. Oh, diba NA.omit is equal to true? Oh, ginawa naman natin. Okay, nag-true naman tayo, no? So let's see. Pero nag-warning pa rin siya. Although nag-NA.omit is equal to true tayo. Tapos down. Yan, balikan ko to, no? Mean, Google, open, enter. Wala pa rin. So baka mali yung ko. Let me see. Dapat hindi naman parenthesis. NA. Tama ba yun? Tama yung NA.omit is equal to true. Pag nag-error pa rin, hindi pa rin yung nabasa. Okay. So let's see, no? Guys, sorry nakikita nyo kung paano mag-test ng no? Kung lang, open and close lang. Oops. Yeah, I think this is wrong. Mali. Dapat may true to eh. So pupunta na naman tayo sa get symbols, no? Ito yun. Let's see.
Try mo daw Google with L.
No?
Try mo Google with L.
Pero yung Google with L, walang problema eh. Ito kasi, ang rini-resolve natin dito, tatanggalin yung i-omit yung mga errors. Ito, NA
Okay, good.
is equal to true para i-compute yung mean. Kasi di ba yung mean niya, NA niya, ibig sabihin kasi may missing value kaya ayaw niyang i-run. No? Hinahanap ko dito yung ako talaga guys, to be honest, talagang ginagamit ko talaga ito. Yung mga kasi except yung mga basic na yung talagang madalas ko nang ginagamit na kabisado ko na. Sometimes, kunyari NA.omit na yan. Marami ako nagamit na NA.omit is equal to true, which runs. Pero Pero dito, nagtataka ako, ba't yung NA.unit? Parang hindi niya kinonsider, no? Nung rinan ko yon, sabi pa rin niya na parang nag-error pa rin siya. Alright? So anyway, sige guys, kasi hindi naman siya ganun ka material sa atin. Maybe it's madali naman na i-search ulit, i-research natin yan kung paano natin tatanggalin using using get symbols, yung mga NA. So I'll just leave you guys to explore that. I'm sure makikita naman natin yun. Okay, but let's proceed now. Okay, it's may konting minutes lang tayo, guys. So at least I'm happy na naka 200 plus, no? Konti lang natitira dito. All right. So saan na tayo kanina? Si Tesla, nag-bar chart tayo, di ba? Ito naman, candle. Okay. Si Google, okay, there are also candle charts. No? Si Google to. Tapos, okay, multi-dot color is equal to true and theme is equal to white. Okay. Sometimes kasi yung iba ayaw ng ganitong ayaw ng ganitong color kasi mahirap i-print yan. Pag print mo yan, black ink, di ba? Ang gastos sa ink niya at saka hindi masyadong clear. No? So that's why some would use recommended din na gamitin na theme is equal to white. So let's see. Galang dito, para hindi siya nagalang dito. Yan, yung theme, no? Ito, no? Yan, ito yung theme is equal to white. Mas madali, pag ipiprint yan, i-copy paste sa isang, nangyari sa Word file or sa mas maganda, mas presentable. All right. Okay, so ito ginawa na natin kanina. This is just an alternative way. I-define mo lang kung ano yung start, tapos ano yung end, tapos yung get symbols ulit kay Amazon. Kailangan yata ng caret sa Amazon. Kaya linagay ko dito, no? From is equal to start. Anyway, naka-define yung start. To is equal to end. Source is equal to Yahoo. And then you may pwede yung auto. Huwag na lang. Huwag na auto.assign para diretso ng Amazon. Okay, so let's run this first. Ito muna. Control Enter. So dapat magkaka-Amazon na tayo dito. Let's wait. Nag-fail siya after 2 attempts. Bakit? Symbol. Bakit? See. Bakit nga ba may caret dyan? Hindi naman GSPC yan. Ayan. Ayan. Mali yung symbol ko. Baka nasingit lang. So, taka ko bakit may caret na. So this is okay already. Ayan, may Amazon na tayo. No? May Amazon na tayo. Okay. So, and then chart series natin. So pareho lang ito. No? Candlestick lang dito. And pwede nyo natin ilagay dito yung ito yung kanina linagay natin dito. Kasi yung iba nga, yung iba gusto yung ganung klase ng background. Yung iba ayaw. Depende sa preference nyo. Pero pag formal reports, guys, syempre, white dapat. Yan. So let's run this. Okay, yan. Okay, so I'll breeze through this, guys. Kaya nyo to, get symbols, isa lang linagay. No? Hindi na linagay yung source. Kasi ang default niyan Yahoo. Hindi na linagay yung yung from at saka to. Kasi ang default niyan, pag magda-download na yung year na to, ang beginning niya January 2007. Ang end yung pinaka latest na price. Okay? So if I run this, get symbols, magkaka-GS na dito. Yan. So from January 3, 2007 hanggang October 7, yung latest na price ni Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs ng GS. Tapos ano din siya, no? OHLC din siya. Tapos we can ask, is that OHLC GS? And the answer is true. Ibig sabihin talagang OHLC data yan. Meron bang has volume ba yung data? Yes, true, no? Okay, tapos yung okay, let's create this object, OpenGS, and it will just be the opening price of Goldman Sachs. Okay, so ngayon, itong OpenGS, buksan ko siya. Alright. Ito yung filter, ano? Parang yung kanina ginagawa natin, filter natin yung isang column. Okay. Although ito, ginamit natin yung OP. No? Kanina, ginamit natin si GS tapos dollar gs.open. Ito mas mabilis. AD will just be the adjusted column. Alright? I will not run that anymore. Okay, ano itong series high? Okay, if we run this, it will give us kailan ba yung pinakamataas. Okay, dito na siya. Alright, so the highest price was on the highest adjusted price. Okay. Enlarge ito. The highest price series high kasi, no? Okay, now we will have to clarify kung highest ba to ng close or highest ng adjusted. I'm not sure guys kung anong highest to. Was it the closing price or was it the adjusted price? Basta highest siya in either of them. Or was it here? Yung GS high na to. Okay. I think malamang yan yung high na to ang tinitingnan. Okay. And then series low, and then chart series. All right. So for the rest, class, I will leave you to. Okay. I will leave you to go through the other codes here. Okay. Tapos ito subsetting lang. Ito yung pinag-uusapan din natin kanina, using the brackets to subset. Kasi pwede mong kunin lang yung specific part which was a question of Kim a while ago. So ganun din yan. Tapos you can also subset mga non-contiguous. Tuloy nito, January, tapos January ng 2020, February, tapos December. 3 months lang yung pinili natin. Pwede yun. So you just concatenate it and then kama-kama lang siya. No? January, February, and December. Okay? And then here, okay, dinescribe ko naman class kung ano yung makukuha ng ano na to, no? Makukuha. And I'm sure that you'll be able to easily get that. Okay, ito importante ito, no? Ito. Alright, this for me is one of the most important sa data manipulation. So if we check ano ba yung periodicity ni GS. Okay, so the data is daily. Daily siya from 2007 January 3 hanggang 2022 10. All right. So okay, pag in-unclass natin siya, okay? So parang ito yung ito yung sabi natin breakdown breakdown. So ilang days lahat? Difference time, 86,400 days, frequency pareho, start, end, and then scale niya daily, label niya day. Alright, so this is the natin sub-classification or components no, ng periodicity ng ano, let's say, wait, binigyan ba natin ng periodicity? Nasaan na si periodicity? Okay, let me just, tinan ko lang ha. I'm going to create this XX and then I'll see if we can assign it to an object. Yan, XX, list siya, no? List. Anong laman itong list na to? Ito yung pinakita kanina dun sa unclass. Diff time, frequency, which you can also see with the names. Names ni XX. Ayan, ito yung laman niya, no? Right. Ito yung unclass kanina. Ito. Okay? Tapos, now, let's just take a look at this and then we end. Ito. To weekly. Anong mangyayari dito? Alright, so see, ano nangyari? Mag-create tayo, kahit tayo ng ano na week. No? Week GS or GS weekly. Let's create this object and then i-run natin doon to that weekly GS. Okay. And then view. GS weekly, view natin. Alright. So, naging 823 entries na lang. Diba? Ibig sabihin na bawasan. Tapos tingnan nyo yung dates. Oh. 1/5/2007. So, I guess this is a Friday. Mukhang, I think every Friday yung na-record na. So, naging weekly yung data natin. I recall before, no? Dati, kailangan pang sa Excel kasi i-download tapos pahirapan yung ano, kung hindi pa ako mag-VBA, hindi ko makukuha yung weekly data na Friday. Imagine nyo guys, hindi kayo mag-VBA sa Excel. Tapos kukunin nyo, kunyari daily yung data. Okay, kunyari from year 2020 to 2020, imagine ilang ano yun? 250 times 20, so mga ano yun, mga 50,000, no? Mga 50,000 observations. And then your task was to get the Fridays. Ala, kung hindi ka mag-BBA, patay, no? Pero ito, guys, look. 2 weekly lang, no? Tapos, na-create mo na yung object na ano, pwedeng 2 monthly. Right? So, if you check now, kasi di ba may object na tayo na periodicity, no? Periodicity, and then CGS weekly. Ano na ngayon periodicity niya? Error, could not find the function. Oops, mali yung spelling ko. Periodicity. Enter. Alright. So, weekly na siya, no? Weekly na si GS weekly. Ano, weekly periodicity. I-unclass nga natin. I-unclass natin si GS weekly. Okay. So, binigay yung mga values. Oh. Aba. I wasn't expecting na ibibigay yung values. So, it itemized the values. Okay. Kasi nag-run tong ano eh. So, ito pa rin yung mga laman ng ano. Okay. And then you can make it monthly. Okay. Ilang days ba yung GS? Ito, N days. N days. Ito, N days, N weeks, N years. So, 3,970 days observations natin kay Goldman Sachs. 823 weeks. And then, 16 years. Kaya kanina nung pinint natin to sa GS Weekly, 823 na lang. 823 number of weeks kasi dun sa period na to. Alright, so let's stop there, guys. And nagtapos tayo dito sa ano, no? Sa 33, ano na to? Sa 335. Okay. Kindly please. Okay. Ito kasi charting na naman to, no? Pero may ano dito sa charting na gusto kong tingnan nyo. So kindly run this. May line chart. Okay, iba subsetting na nakuha na natin yan. And then ito. May I request you to please run this, yung technical trading in R. Kasi importante ito sa atin, no? Ito yung actually dito na tayo nagsisimula ng ano ng learning the ropes ng trading strategies, no? Andito yung TA natin, technical analysis, add volume, add Bollinger Bands, add CCI. Okay, run natin to kasi may AAPL naman tayo. So just to illustrate to you, yan, hindi pa nag-ano, no? Nag-run pa rin. Okay, I think dyan na siya. Yan. Okay? So what do you see, guys? Sinama na si CCI, no? Commodity Channel Index. Kanina pa kasama si volume. And ano itong sinama natin dito? Si BP, si Bollinger Bands. Yan. Tatlong lines actually yan. Right? Tapos, two standard deviations, up and below. Let me just, okay, so kindly go through the remaining part of the, and we will just quickly browse over them next meeting. Again, tentative tayo next Wednesday. Plus, pasensya na kung talagang nagkakaroon ng conflict, no? So, ito yung Bollinger Bands. We will not only learn how to plot using R the Bollinger Bands, kailangan maintindihan natin yung interpretation yan. Kasi yung exam nyo guys and your projects, no, will of course be based on this. Okay. All right, let me stop recording now.